They're listening to us. Be very quiet.
So if you like exposing truth and dropping truth bombs, then welcome to Tinfoil Tuesday.
I want the truth.
Well, a big shazam to you people. It's Tinfoil Tuesday. Is your phone listening to you? We talk about this a lot among my friends, and we've never talked about it on this show. I want to unpack a little bit for you. I have some anecdotal evidence that I think actually provides value here. Is your phone listening to you? The genesis of this, y'all know Fishbeck. He's running for governor of Florida, and he posted this video of my friend, Mr. Guns and Gear, good dude, wearing a rad shirt on his Facebook, Fishbeck's Facebook, and they're talking about flock cameras. That gets my attention, and I started reading the comments. It's an utter poop show and people licking government boots in that. And this one comment stuck out to me. George says this: everyone in here worried about flock cameras tracking you, but I bet you carry that phone around in your pocket every day. Get a grip. And that is big, big truth. Is your phone tracking you? Is your phone watching you? Is it pinging nonstop? We know it pings sometimes twice a second, sometimes 3 times a second. There's different variables there. But is your phone listening to you at all times? I was at Holy Smokes, my Bible study, just last night, and there was an older gentleman there, and he said, I was telling my grandson that your phone is listening to you, and his grandson said, no, Papa, it's not listening to you. And he went, hey, Siri, play the Three Stooges, and made Siri do something. And he said, hey, if it's not listening, how does it know? So let's unpack that just a little bit. Again, a little bit of anecdotes from me. Today's episode is brought to you by blackoutcoffee.com/Johnny B. You're going to save. There's a link down below if you want to follow that, or just type it out. It helps me out. It helps a great company out, but it's going to help you out in the caffeine department. Beans, ground, or the cups, they got you. You can go traditional flavor or go more towards the flavored. My current recommendation is Jamaican Me Crazy. See what you think. It's blackoutcoffee.com/Johnny B. Yo, people, thanks for every thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. Thumbs up, get yourself subscribed. You know how it works. For poops and giggles, I just typed into Google AI and said, hey, are phones tracking us? Are they tracking us? AI overview from Google. Phones generally do not record your conversations to serve ads. That would require immense data processing, and there is no public proof of it. Instead, targeted ads seem eerily specific because of companies such as Facebook and Google building highly accurate behavioral profiles using search history, putting it back on you, using search history, location tracking, and data from other ads. Carsey Kid, go.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. Bullshit.
Other day, Chainsaw Logan and I were sitting at my kitchen table, having a cup of coffee, talking a little bit, and we were talking about building, and I don't talk about construction ever. And we got talking about windows and doors and some things on a project in our community. And I said, hang on a second. I pulled up my laptop, opened up something, bang, on the side screen, ad for Pella windows. That quick, that accurate. I suspect every person here has similar anecdotal evidence. Generally, anecdotal evidence is not real valuable, especially on Tinfoil Tuesday, but I think in this case, when we all have a ring of truth, we can agree it's too eerily similar. This is from CBS News from just a couple weeks ago. Is your phone listening to you? So is your phone listening to you? It is not, said R.A. Paparo, an ad industry veteran, consultant, and author. I've been asked this about 1 million times. I don't know about that. A few months ago on Rogan, there was an individual on there who said, I think my phone listens to water running. Every time I go to wash my hands, an ad pops up. If I'm listening to a podcast or a YouTube video, an ad will pop up when it hears water running. And the theory is you can't click fast forward or skip the ad because your hands are wet, and they know that. Turns out that's a really common question. I never heard that. This is an AI overview also just for fun. Having ads play when turning on water is a known frustrating issue often caused by adware, malicious apps that display ads, or according to some user reports, a form of targeted ad delivery that uses your phone's microphone to detect ambient noise. Now, which one is it, Google? These are both the same AI. These are both from Google. Google said it's not listening to you, but it's also a known problem. I don't believe any of it. This is from Norton Antivirus, directly from their website. Why phones listen to us. 1, to carry out verbal demands back on the user, to enable full functionality, and to deliver personalized recommendations, or data collection. Could be data collection. This is from, let me open it up here, The Economist in 2017. 9 years ago, the world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. The data economy demands a new approach to antitrust rules. In other words, data is more valuable than oil. It's more valuable than any other commodity on planet Earth. It used to be coffee was the number one commodity on Earth. Now it's data. Remember, Meta, Google, Facebook, they produce nothing. You are the product, and they're delivering you to companies. You got to know that right up front. So how do we respond? What do we do? Well, Bitdefender has an article from last Christmas. Is my phone listening to me? Expert tips to detect and stop phone tapping. This is straight from that article. Targeted ads are usually driven by data tracking, not eavesdropping. Search history, location data, and app activity are more commonly used to predict interest than actual voice recordings. I went to a local place here, and I ran into a buddy I hadn't seen in about 6 months, and we stopped. We're in the community. Our phones are in our pockets. This is not a subject I ever mentioned. Hey, how was your summer? Great, man. What'd you do? He goes, I took my family to Costa Rica on vacation. We had a great time. We did this, we did this. We swung in the trees and did zip lines. We hung out on the beach. It was great. Good to see you, man. Take care. This is anecdotal, but for the next 2 weeks, I had nothing but Costa Rica vacation ads, and I even got Costa Rica vacation ad emails. No Google searches. No, nothing. I wasn't on Costa Rica vacation out. Nothing. But all of these websites say, no, it's no big deal. They're using your browser data. Are they? New York Post here has an article. Here's how to tell if your phone is listening to you and how to stop it. This is from 2024. I love this so much. Let me tie this in together with anecdotal evidence, hand washing, and all of that. Costa Rica, Impella Windows. I love this. The New York Post, pretty solid legacy media. They're okay. Their suggestion is to come up with a topic, write it down, don't say it out loud, something you literally never talk about, and then show it to somebody else, have a conversation with your phone's present, and then watch. That's literally their suggestion. You're telling me that my anecdotal evidence from the last decade is the same that the media is now saying for you to try out for yourself. We all know it's true. They are tracking us. Question of the day is, how do we respond? I would like to switch over to one of those brick phones that doesn't track. However, there's some evidence that those track as well, but certainly not as bad as iPhones. Should we pay attention to this? In an era where folks are wound up about flock cameras, should we, and I think we probably should, be much more concerned with what's in our pocket? What say you? See you tomorrow on Hump Wednesday.
Welcome to Tinfoil Tuesday. We hope you sing along.
You want answers? Diabetes.